United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
It doesn't matter how long you've been around. Sometimes, you just gotta move. Let Elk Grove Village show you why you should move your business here.
And Brad, that thing about kind of aiming that job said, it would be nice to tell them, like, how do we know you're not going to just disappear with your promotion?
Oh, we've already said.
But then I like when
I'd like to call to order Elk Grove Park District regular scheduled meeting for December 14th, 2023. Can I get a roll call, please?
President Walls.
Yes.
Commissioner Biecki.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson.
Yes.
Commissioner Cook.
Oops, sorry.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Here.
Sorry. Sorry. Let's do this. Let's introduce a couple special guests, Eric Anderson and Brett from Piper Sandler Company. We're going to be talking about our tax bond, and maybe you can give us a little, or give the audience a little hint as to where we're headed.
Sure.
Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to both introduce Brett and then take an opportunity here to, before you conduct this year's binding hearing, which will allow you to issue bonds next month, I am retiring at the end of this year. And
Congratulations.
So Brett will be taking the mantle from me going forward. But I specifically wanted to take this time to just thank the board and the staff for 20-plus years of relationship. Some of you might know I grew up in Elk Grove, and so it was an extra special thrill for me to represent you folks for, you know, and watch parks that I used to play in be redeveloped, as well as the success that you had with Rainbow Falls, and then achieving the AAA Moody's bond rating, one of just 15 different park districts to do so. And you're rated above the Elk Grove Village, the village itself, which is rare, very rare, for a park district to be rated above.
Nicely done on that, sir. Nicely done.
Their village.
Say that again. I don't think I heard that. Yeah, I didn't hear it.
It's not in recordings.
So again, it's been a real privilege and a pleasure. I've enjoyed working with all of your staff, you know, back from the days of Mike Brotman and Mindy Munn, Tom Busby, and then of course most recently with Brad and with Ben. It's been a real pleasure, and I just wanted to take this time out to thank the board for the long partnership that we had together.
Thank you for your efforts and congratulations.
Thank you.
What street you grew up on?
I'm sorry?
What street did you grow up on?
I grew up on Cypress Lane, and then Claremont Drive, and then finally Versailles Circle.
You are a longtime resident.
Yeah, very long-term resident. And
And Brett, what Elk Grove Street did you grow up on? Fair enough. Well, thanks again. Appreciate it.
thank you.
Good luck and have fun in retirement. That's why we do what we do, right?
That's exactly right.
Let's do it earlier than later.
Correct.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, so, we're gonna have a public hearing for the issuance of bonds. I'm gonna have to go to a script and somebody make sure I'm doing this correctly. I'm guessing it's you. Okay, the next agenda item for the Board of Commissioners is a public hearing pursuant to provisions of the Bond Issuance Notification Act to receive public comments on a proposal to sell not to exceed $2,500,000 general obligation limited tax park bonds. May I have a motion to proceed to a public hearing and to continue the other business of the regular meeting upon conclusion thereof?
I so move. And I'll second that motion.
Okay. It has been moved and seconded that we open up public hearing to continue with other businesses of the regular scheduled meeting upon conclusion of the public hearing. Can I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Biecki,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes, I think those were here's, but. The reasons for the proposed issuance of the bonds are for the payment of land condemned or purchased for parks, for the building, maintaining, improving, and protecting of the same and existing land and facilities of the district, and for the payment of the expenses incident hereto. Do any of the commissioners wish to make any comments regarding the proposed bond issuance? Hearing none. Do any of the commissioners wish to submit in written testimony concerning the proposed proposed issuance of bonds? Hearing none. Does any of the public wish to present oral testimony or any public comments concerning the proposed issuance of the bonds?
I have none.
Thank you, Alan. Does any of the public wish to present written testimony with respect to the proposed issuance of the bonds? All persons desiring to be heard have been given an opportunity to present oral and written testimony with respect to the proposed issuance of the park improvement bonds. May I have a motion to finally adjourn this public hearing?
I move to finally adjourn the public hearing.
I second the motion.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded that the public hearing be finally adjourned. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Biecki,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes, the motion is carried and the hearing is finally adjourned. We will now proceed to the next agenda item. Alan, you're gonna go back to back here. Thank you again.
Thank you.
And really
Thank you, guys.
have fun.
Congratulations.
Yes.
And
Come visit us
good to
in a
meet
couple
you.
of years.
Absolutely. Pirates Cove is
All right.
for the grandkids now.
Yep.
With my kids, now it's gonna be grandkids.
Have a good one. Okay, we're at approval of minutes, November 9th, 2023 committee of the whole meeting and November 9th, 2023 regular scheduled meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
No one is opposed. Public communication, comments from the audience.
I have none, Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Any correspondence? Hearing, seeing none. We're gonna run into recommendations of acceptance and approval. This is approval of a 2024 budget as presented at the December 7th, 2023 special meeting. I need a motion in a second.
So moved. Second. Give that to Bob.
Any questions or comments? Hearing, seeing none. Can I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Biecki,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes. Okay, approval of pay request for Upland Design Limited for professional services of Marshall Park redevelopment project in the amount of $11,900.44. Need a motion in a second?
So moved. Second.
Any questions or comments? I think pretty much done for the season, I'm guessing. I mean, we're in almost January, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say in my update, the contractor is planning on working through the end of the year when the weather will typically take a downturn in January.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna come to an end here pretty quick.
Sounds pretty good. They got pretty far, I mean, from what I could gather.
Yeah.
I don't know what their percentage is, but there's a lot of stuff over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big project, so there's a lot more work to be done. We're just trying to hit key targets before the cold weather sets
Yeah.
in.
Okay, roll call please, Brad?
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Biecky,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes, approval of payment application number 3 for Innovation Landscape, Inc. of Plainfield, Illinois for the Windermere Park Playground in the amount of $30,231.31. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved. Second?
Same, they're still gonna plug along as best they can?
Should be done soon.
Yeah.
In my update, I was planning.
I'm sorry.
We are planning on opening that park tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, we're at the point, there's a couple of outstanding date items that we'll need to get taken care of in the spring, but the park is ready to be open. We'll take the construction
God
fence
bless.
down and do a thorough cleanup of the area, and then it'll be open, and it should be a nice weekend for everybody to come out and enjoy it.
Is there anything like maybe in the spring for a kind of a grand opening or?
I think that'd be a great idea. Like I said, there's a couple of outstanding items that still have to be taken care of. Maybe at that time, when everything's complete, we could,
Yeah, I just don't see a huge turnout in December, but maybe April, May.
for sure.
That's up to the board, I guess. But that sounds like a good idea. We have a motion and a second, right?
We do.
Can I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Biecky,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes. Approval of payment application number 4 for Hacienda Landscaping, Inc. from Manuka, Illinois for Marshall Park redevelopment project in the amount of $32,176.62. Motion and a second, please.
So moved. Second?
We'll leave comments for your, can I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Biecky,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes. Approval of payment application number 1 for Bear Construction, Inc. of Rolling Meadows, Illinois for Fox Run Material Storage Project in the amount of $57,871.13. A motion and a second, please.
So moved. Second?
What's this one? Fox Run Storage Material. Is this a brick and mortar?
There's concrete walls that
Oh, right,
separate the materials
Yeah, yeah,
and the
okay.
bins.
I got you. Anybody have questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Biecky,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes.
So I'm familiar with that area because my ball usually ends up during 18 holes.
You're not the only one. Acceptance of bid from Betco Mechanical, Glenview, Illinois for contractual HVAC services for 2024 in the amount of $30,918 even. No cents. With the option of a 2025 and 2026 escalation at 3.5%. Can I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
Second?
Okay, this one by comments and any questions? Bill, you had something earlier. Were you satisfied with
Yep.
the answer?
Yep.
Maybe explain where we're,
So this is a contractual service to do the PMs, the preventative maintenance on our HVAC systems or mechanical systems throughout the district, including the pavilion, Hattendorf Center, administration building, Rainbow Falls Community Room, as well as Fox Run Golf Links. Basic services, filter changes, belts, and various inspections of the systems throughout the year.
okay. Roll call, please.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Biecky,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes. Okay, approval of a permanent transfer of not to exceed $1,500,000 from the corporate fund to the capital fund to be used for capital improvement purposes. Said transfer to be effective as of the end of the fiscal year December 31st, 2023, pursuant to the authority of Article 5-1 of the Illinois Park District Code. Motion and a second?
So moved. Second?
Anybody? Or just go with it?
I can explain it. I mean,
It
this,
is $1.5 million.
so this is excess funds in our corporate fund, mainly derived from personal property, tax that we received in excess of traditional years. So we've seen an increase in those. We did the exact same thing last year. Those funds are projected to go back down to normal. So it's better for us to spend that extra money on capitals than to adjust our operating budget because it is a short-term
Short-term gain.
influx, yes.
Okay. Anybody else? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bianchi.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson.
Yes.
Commissioner Cook.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Yes.
And President Walls.
Yes. Adoption of ordinance number 439, an ordinance for the levy and assessment of taxes of the Elk Grove Park District and the Board of Park Commissioners.
Oh,
Oh, do you got something?
he skipped. Did you do H?
Did I do a whole?
Yeah, you're
Here.
Oh, I got I got BC on this.
H.
Oh, thanks. Something's wrong there. Okay. Thanks, Tom. Approval of, I need a motion and a second for approval of transfer of anticipated unexpected funds between line items in the corporate fund in the amount sufficient to be covered, estimated unforeseen expenses in the transfer E line item. I need a motion and a second.
So moved. Second.
Same topic?
This is just some financial housekeeping. We passed our annual Budget and Appropriations Act. We are projected to go over in a line item. You guys have the authority to transfer unexpended funds in another line item to cover that overage without passing an amended ordinance.
Okay.
So this covers us.
Okay, can I get a roll call?
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes. Motion and a second for approval of transfer of anticipated unexpected funds between line items in the museum fund in the amount sufficient to cover estimated unforeseen expenses in the transfer E line item. Motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
Same concept?
Yeah, same thing. We had actually a capital project that was slated to be done next year. The system went out. We replaced it this year, and because of that position not being filled, we have funds available, so the funds came out of.
Roll call?
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes. All right, I got some housekeeping on my paperwork because then if you see, I went down the line and it followed yours, but then I have these two, which is a B and a C, which doesn't equal the B and a C. So I have an adoption of ordinance 439. Did we cover that?
No, that'll be later.
That's new business.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
You might have skipped a page.
So you're okay, we can go on to committee reports.
Okay. Yeah, I missed something here. We're at committee reports, capital projects, Commissioner Cook.
Okay, yeah, we last met December 7th, where we finalized the budget and reviewed the capitals for 2024, and just some of the highlights of what are in the budget for next year. First of all, it's a total of $5,898,404, and this will go towards replacement of playground equipment, structures at Clark Park, replacement of playground structures at Newberry Park, new pickleball courts and with lights at Marshall Park, numerous baseball field and softball fields improvements, air handler replacement at the pavilion, replacement of the building management system at the pavilion, fitness center, functional training space, addition and cardio renovation, fitness center equipment replacement, replacement of the lagoon pool heat exchanger, pool shell painting at Rainbow Falls Water Park, replacement of Fox Run's irrigation pump station, and the replacement of the golf cart fleet at Fox Run. So it'll be a busy year for Mark and his crew next year, but we're looking forward to it, and that ends my report.
Questions or comments? Thanks, Tom. Finance Committee, Commissioner Carlson.
Okay, Cook County has issued property tax bills and began distributing collections. As of December 7th, the funds distributed have been significant, and the district expects full collection and no major impact by the delay. Finance will continue the delay will still impact year-to-date numbers significantly until our year-end numbers. The corporate fund, no property tax collected in October. $217,391 in PPRT collected. All expense categories are at or under budget except unemployment insurance. Year-to-date of $337,450. I think that's
a
a
loss.
negative, yeah.
Yep.
Compared to a budget of $2,958,188. You might have to explain that one.
So that's what you just read, that's the delay in the property tax collections.
Okay. Recreation fund, no property tax collected in October. Fees and admissions, $2,196,202 compared to a budget of $1,909,237. Program fees were $2,063,523 compared to a budget of $2,170,607. All expense categories at or under budget. Year-to-date of $24,827 compared to a budget of $507,294. That's a big difference too. Golf fund, 2,589 rounds played in October. Officially hit over 40,000 rounds last week. Fees and admissions, $1,415,734 compared to a budget of $1,166,781. All expense categories are at or under budget year-to-date. Driving range year-to-date of $142,906 compared to a budget of $126,884. Year-to-date of $870,466 compared to a budget of $414,262. And that completes the report.
Any questions or comments? Okay, committee of the whole is me. So back on November 9th, we had a committee of the whole discussions where, excuse me, a little bit about a community-wide survey, which we talked about again today. We discussed employee health insurance, which was favorable, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we did better than we thought on the rate. Discussion of compensation study for all of part-time and full-time staff, correct? And then discussion on the athletic committee, which, did we come up with anything on that? We just discussed it.
Correct.
Okay.
From what I remember, we were gonna wait until January and approach a couple of the organizations.
Yeah, okay. I was thought, oh, never mind, that's fine. And then today, committee of the whole was again, the community-wide survey where we actually got some hard copy results, which we're gonna review and probably talk about the following meeting. We approved the 2024 board meeting schedule, which will be posted online. And then the crux of it was a discussion of Fox Run video gaming use agreement, where we're currently leaning towards a different company to be determined later, right?
Correct, that'll be on January 9th board meeting.
Okay. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Okay, athletic committee, Commissioner Carlson.
No report at this time.
Golf committee, Commissioner O'Malley.
Committee did not meet, no report.
Youth committee, Commissioner Biedke.
No report.
Flying along. Adult center committee, Commissioner Cook.
Yes, the adults have been busy. I don't know about the rest of you guys, the committees, but the adults have been very busy out at Sheila Ray Center. In the month of November, they had a special lunch for the veterans. 33 veterans attended the Veterans Day luncheon. Total of 104 people were in attendance. They also had a trip to the Fireside Theater to see Scrooge, the musical, and 19 attendees for that. There was also a murder mystery dinner on November 17th at the Garden Terrace. It had 35 participants. And then there was popular Naperville Holiday Lights Trip on December 11th that was sold out with 28 attendees. And then we just yesterday had our holiday luncheon that was held at the Belvedere. It was very nice. They had 148 people attend. Very festive. They had the entertainment there, and it was sponsored by the Elk Grove Parks Foundation. So nice event for all around, and great time. So if you're a active senior and interested in joining a place that has a lot of activities, feel free to consider the Sheila Ray Center. And that's all I got.
Okay. Pavilion Committee, Commissioner O'Malley.
Same thing, we did not meet, since November. Tiffany, Tom, and I are in agreement that we're trying for any date before our next board meeting. So, first or second week of January. We'll let you talk to staff, you know who we kind of want there, and run it past us. We're both flexible on what the date is, as long as it's before the next meeting. That's it.
Okay. We're at staff reports. Let's go counterclockwise and finish with Ben.
I can go first.
Start us off.
Sure. So each year I ask the directors to put together accomplishments in the area, and this is not all inclusive list. There's literally 30, 40, maybe 50 things they send me. I've narrowed it down to maybe 12. So I'm just going to read them off because we have a lot of good things going on. Received a certificate of achievement in financial reporting. Fox Run, I'm going to reiterate, had the most rounds since 2007 with over 40,000. Awarded an $8,000 grant from the Morton Arboretum for the tree care and maintenance performed throughout the Park District. Awarded a grant through American Forest and Chicago Region Tree Initiative for 35 trees planted at Udall and 12 trees planted at Fox Run Golf Links. Completed Osborne Park Playground and Windermere Playground will be completed and open tomorrow. Just looking at Mark before I say that. The Sheila Ray Adult Center had its first ever out-of-state trip to Nashville, Tennessee in October with over 20 residents from Elk Grove attending the trip. Ignite Junior Dancer attended Ovation Dance Nationals and took first place, earning the team a title of national champions. The museum had seen higher engagement with 414 visitors in June through October of 2023 compared to 250 in the same period in 2022. The fitness center was modernized and revitalized with following projects: wall removal, new equipment added, rejuvenation area, ceiling tile replacement, sound system upgrade, new TVs installed, and received a new fresh coat of paint. Completion of the installation of the Mather Park digital sign. Completed new website launching January 2024. And lastly, completed a community-wide survey. Thank you to all of my staff, all staff and board for all their hard work and contributions this year. Look forward to a happy new year and starting 2024.
And the board thanks them as well.
Yeah.
Everybody makes each other look good here, it seems. Parks and Planning, Mark.
So just to follow up on some of the stuff that Ben had started on, Windermere is scheduled to be opened up tomorrow, sometime mid to late morning. We'll be taking down the construction fence and opening it up. The work at Hacienda is continuing through at least the end of the year as weather dictates. They're working on completing the footings for the shelter, as well as running utilities into the shelter and to the splash pad. Just trying to scramble to get work done through while the weather's good. That's the gist of what I have.
Sorry. A couple bullet holes in your report.
All right.
Any questions or comments?
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to give a shout out to your staff for the Christmas decorations in the Park District. They're awesome, and I know we put a little bit more in the budget, but looks like the money was well spent. It really looks very nice.
Thank you.
As you go up through there.
Put a lot into that, and
Every year.
Yeah, and I know it just
Do
makes
great.
it really. There's so many comments from the residents that they go in there and take their kids, and well, you can drive through, or you can walk through, however you want to do it.
And actually, I drove by there yesterday, and the person in my car said, "Wow, the Park District looks a lot cleaner than the people on the left." And I was like thinking, maybe we should talk to them and tell them what kind of product we're buying, like to make it all, you know what I mean?
it's an internal competition, so no, we can't do that. No,
Well,
Yeah,
Fair enough.
No, both sides look very,
Fine, I mean,
both
oh,
sides
let's,
I'll relay that to staff.
look very nice,
Thank
but
you.
I know one, probably 5 years ago, we somehow got, I don't know if we didn't pass something in the budget, but it was terrible. We did not do a very good job, and we've since upped the game, and each year we add a little bit, and it really shows, and I think the residents really appreciate it, so.
yeah, you drive
Kudos.
down Wellington and you can go left or right. It's pretty cool.
We have some more stuff planned, as you know, because of what Tom mentioned in the budget. We have some more cool things planned too. It's just gonna get
President
better.
Wells, I just want to have on Chelmsford, the fact that we are rolling it probably until, May, say, the spring, there was a delay in getting some of the playground equipment. So is there any other delays in playground equipment, or has things been shipped to Hacienda that we're just not putting in the ground? Do you see any delays now that we've pushed it back 3 to 4 months?
So the biggest delay was the equipment. They have all of it except for dynamo equipment, the big keystone piece that's gonna be put in there. I just got an email from them this morning that it's scheduled to be delivered on February 5th. With the cold weather, I don't know if they'll be able to continue work through the winter. I hope they do. They were talking about starting to get some footings in place while the ground is thawed. But it just really depends on what they're able to do and how they can relay what's in the plans to dig the fittings out for the equipment without having the equipment. So, yeah, they're gonna work for it. We're gonna really strive to get it opened up before Memorial Day, but we're really playing fast and loose with the schedule because of all the things that have kind of gone into this.
And what vendor's supplying the dynamo? Dynamo is not the vendor, is it somebody like?
Dynamo is the
Dynamo is?
manufacturer, yeah.
All right, and have you reached out to them? We're pretty comfortable that it will arrive in February because everybody promises something, as we were talking about on certain things.
I mean, I'm frustrated with it because I ordered this equipment last year, or this year in February. It was slated to come in October, and then I was made aware, like the last week in September, that it was gonna get pushed out to January. So they just committed to me and said it was confirmed for February 5th. It's not a lot I can do about it. I mean, it's a customized piece. So their big concern was to get it manufactured and then to dry fit it all together before shipping it to make sure that it all fits. And by the time we get it, it's gonna be installed properly. So they're committing to the quality on their end. I can only take them at their word that it'll be delivered on February 5th or that week anyway.
Okay.
Just update it.
I agree, I'm not frustrated by it.
Okay, sorry about that. Sidebar. Recreation, Tiffany.
Awesome. So President Cook already gave my adult and senior update, so skip that. Aquatics, there were 76 total swim lesson participants for the month of November, and we had 46 on swim team, and we had 921 aqua wellness participants. For adult athletics, exciting news coming up for Winter Bags League. We have grown the league so much that we'll now be playing on 2 nights, Wednesdays and Thursdays. So one night will be for competitive teams and the other night will be for recreational teams. Our men's basketball league is also coming to an end, so if you are interested in that league, look for the winter schedule. For youth athletics, we have a winter break sports camp coming up December 26th through the 29th and January 2nd through the 5th. And then tumbling times, they held, our tumblers, the Elk Grove Acrobats, held a meet here at the pavilion. And we had 7 teams competing. There were over 175 tumblers. And I would like to congratulate the Elk Grove Acrobats. They took home 2 first place, 2 second place, and 1 third place trophy. We also have the volleyball prep clinic going on right now with 27 total participants. For youth athletics, basketball started December 4th. We have 42 teams across 7 divisions. And then registration is open for the winter break skills clinics on January 3rd and 4th. The fall cheerleading season has come to an end. State championships were November 30th through December 3rd at NIU. Tackle football and flag football seasons are over and they are in winter training mode. They'll be running 4 weeks on Sunday afternoons in January and February. House baseball, softball, and travel baseball will all also be running winter training programs. Travel soccer is running 4 weeks of indoor futsal at the pavilion on Thursdays and Fridays. Registration is also open for the winter travel season, and we currently have 110 players enrolled. At Audubon Skate Park, there were 183 admissions for the month of November. For cultural arts, adult pottery and open studio ran with full registration, 12 students for each of those sessions. And then they had their winter music recital on November 21st with 16 pianists performing, and there were 33 guests in attendance. Matilda, the production of Matilda was held in November. There were 33 cast members. This was a youth-only production, and we had 552 pre-sale tickets and 96 tickets sold at the door. New this year, the customer service desk is selling passes for Pirates Cove and Rainbow. They are offering a holiday promotion where you get a free gift if you purchase a season pass for someone for the holidays. Fitness is going well. The total Group X participation in November was 1,377. There were 110 personal training sessions for the month and 639 open gym drop-ins. And there were 1,668 rejuvenation space uses for the month. For holiday passes, we offer a special pass November 1st through December 31st. We've already sold, well, as of December 1st, we had already sold 88 passes compared to only 28 at that same time last year. The museum is doing well. They had 43 visitors in the month of November. Rentals for November were at 92 total compared to only 68 last year. We are also offering holiday lights on Thursday nights at the carousel. So it's every Thursday now through January 4th from 4:30 to 7 p.m. So you can come and experience the carousel and enjoy all of the lights. For our school care programs, Kids Club was at 1,862 registrations for the month. In the youth department, we had an exciting new class offered called Robot Engineers. The class was originally supposed to be maxed out at 10 participants, but we had such a large wait list that the company we're working with doubled it, so it's sold out at 20 participants and going really well. Upcoming events in the department. On December 21st, we have Tween Holiday Single Bingo, and on the 29th, we have our family New Year's Eve party.
Thank you. Any questions, comments? Finance, Brad?
Nothing for finance. Fox Run. We have the eve of the eve on December 23rd. Rob Post Band. December 28th is Tony Ocean birthday bash, and then the simulators are open. The course will still be open this weekend, and then we'll be closing Mondays in the off season again this year. So make sure you check our website, and potentially it'll be open. We'll make a decision on next week once we see the forecast.
Fair enough.
That concludes.
Questions, comments for Brad? Marketing, Kelly?
Okay, we have our winter guide out right now, so you can register for all of your winter activities that start in January. So this is chock full of information. So you might want some information about fitness or pavilion aquatics or whatever you'd like to do to spend your free time when the weather's not great to be outside. So check out that. We also had our digital marketing specialist, Tristan, did a really neat time-lapse video of the holiday lights. So if you go onto the Facebook page of Elk Grove Park District, you could search Elk Grove Park District on Facebook, and it was posted yesterday, and we have almost 200 likes on that. So it's really like a time-lapse tour through the holiday lights, and it's really neat. He's doing a lot more video now that he's on our team, so it was really interesting. Next week, he's also sending out an e-blast, so we'll have some updates on what's happening in January, and then we will be sending out the Senior Buzz newsletter, and that's going to be going out in the next week. And that is going to be mailed to every home in Elk Grove. So the Buzz is a compilation of all of the activities and things that are happening at the Sheila Ray Adult Center and for active adults 55 and over. So it's something definitely to take a look at, and we've got a lot of information in there about Pavilion Aquatics as well, with some aqua wellness classes and some activities that you can do at the pool for health and wellness. One other thing I wanted to mention with Sheila Ray Adult Center, the Rotary Club last week hosted a free lunch for all of the Sheila Ray members, and I think we had 120 some members there, and it was completely donated by Rotary Club, and they had really nice holiday entertainment. So the seniors have been having a great December. So it's definitely, if you're looking for an activity and you're over 55, the Senior Center is a great place to be. And then the last thing I wanted to mention, this is the holidays. And so if you are struggling for that go-to gift, Tiffany mentioned that we do have some great promotions that you can purchase an experience. And we have so many great offerings here that you could purchase a pass to Rainbow Falls, you could do something for Pirates Cove, or you could just get a general membership gift card for the Park District that could go toward, you can give it to family members or friends, and it could be used for any activity at the Park District, membership or whatever it might be. And we're also over at Fox Run, for the golfer, we have Fox Run gift cards as well, and we have a great pro shop over there. So there's some items over at Fox Run that for stocking stuffers or whatever it might be. So definitely, if you're looking for just that hard to buy for a person, the Park District is the place to go. And a lot of fun things happening here. That's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions? We're to old business. Any old business? Okay, new business. I have an adoption of resolution 23-05, a resolution establishing the schedule of regular meetings for 2024 of the Elk Grove Park District. I need a motion and a second.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Yes.
Commissioner Biecki.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson.
Yes.
Commissioner Cook.
Yes.
President Walls.
Okay, I have, yes. I have an adoption of ordinance 439, an ordinance for the levy of an assessment of taxes of the Elk Grove Park District and the Board of Commissioners of Elk Grove Park District, Cook County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1, 2023, and ending December 2023.
So moved as presented.
Thank you.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Biecki.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson.
Yes.
Commissioner Cook.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Yes.
And President Walls.
Yes, and lastly, we have an adoption of ordinance number 440, an ordinance abating the tax hereto levied for the year 2023 to pay debt services on $6,160,000 general obligation limited tax bonds, Series 2020B of the Elk Grove Park District, Cook County, Illinois. A motion and a second.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Carlson.
Yes.
Commissioner Cook.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Yes.
Commissioner Biecki.
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes, we're at payment of the bills. I'll leave these all together, right? Yeah.
Yep.
November 7th, 2023 P cards in the amount of $155,751.46. November 10th, 2023 in the amount of $237,716.64. November 17th, 2023 in the amount of $311,724.08. December 1st, $312,034.22. December 8th, 2023 in the amount of $129,739.44. And lastly, December 8th, 2023 P cards in the amount of $123,294.40. A motion and a second, please.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Abstain.
Commissioner Bierke,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
President Walls.
I'm a yes. Okay, I need a motion and a second for an adjournment to closed session for the purpose of discussing probable or imminent litigation per 2C11 and the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, that's a run-on. And the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, specific individuals who serve as independent contractors in the park, recreational, or educational setting, or specific volunteers of a public body per 2C1.
So moved, let's get at it.
Jeez Louise.
Second.
A roll call, please?
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Bierke,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
President Walls.
Yes. This meeting is adjourned.
In these uncertain times, America needs a man whose very presence will instill confidence and commitment into this precious land. A brave man who will bring innovation and clarity to the American landscape. That man is... Hello! Ralph the Robot. Fridays at 9, only on Channel 6.
And here comes Kozlowski in the first. Elk Grove Village is located just outside Chicago, and their community is beyond business friendly. From manufacturing to state-of-the-art